Hello. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I've missed you guys. I've been kind of doing some behind the camera stuff lately. I've been a little under the weather and I'm starting to kind of feel better. So I thought that it would be fun to just sit and talk to you on camera for a little bit. I want to share with you about my depth year and just kind of what I've been up to. So this is just like a rambling. I don't even know what's going to happen in this video. I have no notes. I didn't plan anything. So I just felt like I really needed to make a video. I also had a dream where someone told me you need to make another video. So I was like, okay, so here I am. I'm sorry. I really am still getting over a cold. Everybody in my house has been sick all year. It's like Paul's been getting colds. I've been getting colds. It's just like, I don't know if we keep passing them back to one another because we're like so romantic and making out all the time. Sorry. It's true though. But we've been so sick. We've been sick. It sucks. So I'm sipping on some blackberry tea that I made with honey. I took some old blackberries that were in my fridge. Well, not old, but they were getting there. And I just kind of mushed them up and put them in hot water with a little honey and let them sit and strain them. And this is really freaking delicious. So, I'm going to be making more teas, I think. I bought some mugwort and I'm going to start making mugwort tea because I read that mugwort will help with irregular periods and all of that stuff. So I'm going to give that a whirl because I'm currently going through a lot medically with figuring out my cycle and just getting myself, I've never had a regular cycle, but it's been a real problem lately. So I'm kind of going through gynecologists and all of that. And anyways, I read that mugwort's really, really good for that. If you have any other herbs or tips about irregular cycles or things that I could take, please let me know. I'd be really interested in researching a little bit more about that. But anyway, I want to make more teas. I want to start making like a mugwort tea. And I've heard that it's super bitter. But I'll figure it out. Maybe a little honey or some lemon or I don't know. We'll see. And I think it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to making teas and doing all of that stuff. And I'm thinking too about doing I want to share my bookshelf. I was thinking about that. But that's another like behind the camera video. So I thought, well, I'll do that maybe next and I'll share that. I think that when you can see someone's bookshelf, you can really see into their soul and who they are as a person. And it's amazing when you go to someone's home and you see what books they read, you can kind of figure them out a little bit. So I want to share my books with you. I kind of keep my books in two different sections, two different parts of the house. So I want to show you that and share that with you. I've been watching a lot of book tour videos, bookshelf videos on YouTube lately, like so many. I find that I do this thing, and you probably do too, maybe, where it's like you're watching the same type of videos all the time. Like I'll go through phases where it's like I want to see everyone's Book of Shadows or their house tour or whatever. And right now I'm in bookshelf mode, hardcore. Like that's all I've been doing. Like I just, especially when I'm sick, like I just find I get on YouTube and I just go down this amazing rabbit hole. I just, we're so lucky to have the platforms that we do to connect nowadays. Can you imagine what like those pioneers of the craft or, you know, our ancestors, all these people, like what they could have done with what we have? Like, I just think it's amazing. Like we're really fortunate. And speaking of being fortunate, depth year, I'm still doing it. I know I've been slack on the updates, but honestly, life has been crazy. So it is what it is. March, not good. March sucked for me for depth year. I got freaking blueberry stains on my hands, or blackberry stains, sorry, just noticed that. Anyway, I'm like a little crow. Like I get so distracted and it's just like all the time. I feel bad for people that have to interact with me on a regular basis. Anyways, depth year, March, shit show. The renovations were going on. The kitchen's done. It looks amazing. I will share it with you. I'll take a little video at the end of this video and kind of share the renovations because they're amazing. And Paul did a great job on the floor. But we didn't have a kitchen. So part of my depth year is not to be eating fast food, not to be eating takeout because I'm a sucker for that. Like, and I know it's bad for me. And you work all day and then you get home and it's like, do you want to cook I like cooking, but I don't like cooking all the time. And Paul works all day, so it's not like one of us is home or it's just, it sucks. It's, you know what it's like. It sucks. So we've been eating out a lot. And then with the kitchen being a complete disaster area for so long, we were eating fast food. So the whole not eating out, not buying breakfast, just right out the window. The shitty thing with that is that I'm someone, like, for example, I stopped drinking pop in December, and I haven't touched pop, not once, since we stopped. And there has Paul. We're doing awesome. And we're doing great because we haven't done it. Like, I've stayed away from it. But the moment that I fall off the rails once, it's like slippery slope. And it's been like that for me through everything. And it's just, I have to just not do it. And because we were out, so it's been bad. And then into April, it was like still bad because I was just, at that point, I was back to my habit of going to Tim Hortons, getting breakfast and getting coffee, and then feeling shitty about eating this food that's not making me feel good. And we were doing really, really well beforehand with me making like little parfaits or smoothies in the morning. But that said, kitchen's all done. Kitchen's put together again, because that was the second part, is that I wanted to actually go through all of our stuff and donate as much as I could. And I'm still Marie Kondifying my life. I'm driving everyone crazy with it, but it's working. So I did that. My kitchen's in order. I'm really happy with it. So now I'm back to making breakfast, and Paul helps too. So it's not it sounds like I just do everything, but that's not true. But we're back on track with that, which is great. And I've stopped going to Tim Hortons again in the mornings for the most part. I've definitely messed up. I did go yesterday. I didn't go all week. I did not go in the morning at all. And then yesterday I was like, I'm going. Like, we were so busy at work. I was like, I knew I had a bunch on my plate, so I was like, I'm going. And that's okay. That's okay. It's okay every now and then. It's not like abstinence from freaking coffee and breakfast, but I wanted to get that under control, and I lost control. So now I'm back into getting that in control. I also went on a complete, and I learned something about myself. So that's really, really good. I've noticed that when I am feeling low, when my depression is there, or I'm just feeling not myself, that's when I'm on Amazon. That's when I'm buying books, because I feel that rush. I feel better immediately. It's that satisfaction. And I thought before, like, because I was buying books, I wasn't thinking about it. Like, I wasn't pausing and going, should I really buy this? I think I see a pattern now that has emerged with shopping. And I buy spiritual things and witchy things over practical things like clothing or, you know, stuff for work or whatever. I am gravitating toward the spiritual stuff because it makes me feel better. It's like an instant rush. I just feel so much better when it's that stuff. So I've discovered that about myself. And now when I'm feeling low, instead of hopping on Amazon, I actually took the app right off my phone, which I should have done from the first place, but I didn't. I'm going to just go to my altar, or if I'm at work or wherever, I'm just going to pause and go, okay, find another way to fulfill yourself spiritually. So what is it? Is it just taking a moment, like a 5-minute meditation moment, writing something down, going online, maybe watching a video of another witch or something like that, and making, you know, fulfilling myself that way? So I've learned that. So the depth here, I find when you fall off the rail with anything, with any goal, I've learned through the years, instead of getting really upset, look at it as, okay, well, what did I learn? Was this an opportunity to learn something about me? And at least it's not, I didn't just waste pretty much 2 months. Like, the year has 12 months in it. And I know we're only on month 4, almost 5. But yeah, I had a 2-month bender where I just went off the rails, and I'm going to look at that as, okay, were you feeling stressed then? Yes. Were you sick? Yes. So there was all kinds of stuff. Did I have exams coming up? I had all kinds of school going on. Work was really busy. And it's like, okay, those were the dip. That was the dip in the year. Things are getting a little better now. And I think that I'll be back. I'm feeling more like I'm in control again. So I'm not going to give up. For a short while, I thought maybe I'll just stop this depth year thing. It's not working. Obviously, going and buying witchy things and books makes me happy. And getting coffee in the morning, well, it's not really harmless. I know that, but it's not like I'm going out and going on like benders constantly or something like that. It's just a coffee. I'm just like every other working professional. But no, it's more than that. And I realize that. So I want to get that under control. I want to get control of my life. I need to. I think that's the next. I'm way too lackadaisy when it comes to treat yourself. I feel like because I grew up really, really poor and we didn't have really anything. We really struggled. My parents did everything they could to provide for us, but it was really, really hard. And now that I am an adult, I don't have to hear no. When I was a kid, I heard no a lot, and I understand now, and I get it. But as an adult, like, I think where I can say, yes, Tasha, yes, if you want this, go get it. You know, you want to buy that, go get it. And you work hard, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not helping me. That's a shadow from childhood that I need to work through. So if I wasn't doing this depth year thing, I would have probably not figured that out, or at least addressed it. So it's definitely been a really, really good thing for me. So back on track. Gonna start making teas in the morning. Gonna start making my own coffee. Gonna make my own breakfast. I want to start meal planning. That's the next step, to stop with this whole friggin' going out to eat thing. It's driving me nuts. It's not good for my body. It's not good for my mental health. Same goes for Paul. You know, we want to get better. If I want to get my shit together, I need to start training my body better. So that's the next phase of this whole depth year thing, is really getting on myself about the food stuff and hopefully seeing some big improvements when I update again. I think that's it for now. Thank you. I don't want this to be too long. I will show you the kitchen before we go. But excuse me, I'm really happy to get to share this with you and for you to hang out with me for a little bit. I've missed you. I've missed talking in front of the camera, as awkward and weird as it kind of makes me feel still. It's been nice to talk to you. It's nice to talk to friends. So without further ado, I will show you the floor. I don't know if you remember the old floor, but it was all like white tiles, and a white kitchen floor sucks. I remember when we first saw the house, I thought it was so nice because it looked so clean and it looked so like bright, but after living here with the white floor, it sucks. Like, it looked dirty all the time. So now it's not white, and I'm very, very happy. It's not that I'm trying to be a complete dirtbag or anything, but I really, really don't want to have to mop every other day. So I'm just going to get you off of this, and we are going to go check out the old kitchen. My house is a little messy. I had a party last night. I was drinking mead and having a wild time. So excuse that. But here is the kitchen. So before, it was all like white tiles, and Paul put in these really beautiful, look how dirty it is. We were partying last night. Look at these beautiful floors that he did. And then we painted. And it's really very similar colors as before. We were gonna do like a grayish light blue, but it ended up looking really horrible. So we just kind of went with neutral, just wanted to brighten it up in here. And I'm just really, really proud. Really proud. So I got to display some of my paintings, and we really cleaned it up. This was from last night. You could tell when your friend's a witch, you gotta expect this shit to come out. Just had a couple friend of mine, little Michelle and Cam. It was amazing. We had so much fun. Yep, so anyway, that's the kitchen. It's a little bit messy in here, but it's just, I've cleaned it up. I've decluttered a lot and took a lot of stuff down. I know there still looks like there's quite a bit, but I've really decluttered, and just so happy with how the floor turned out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we will talk soon. Bye.